Blam!
Death cakes.
Alrighty, hey, welcome to the first episode of a test show that I'm going to try and start here called Reviewing Reviews, where we take a look at some of the stupidest reviews and comments out on the internet, and boy, there's a lot of them. First one I got today is on one of the best shows of the modern era.
Breaking Bad?
No.
The Sopranos?
No.
Game of Thrones?
No.
Some people would say The Walking Dead.
Definitely not. Rick and Morty.
Yes.
It's just Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty and their adventures, Morty. Rick and Morty forever and forever, 100 years. Rick and Morty some things.
Cartoon series.
Cartoon series on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. Mix of high concept sci-fi and lowbrow humor. I was cruising through the IMDb reviews. So the review goes like this. After catching a few seconds here and there of the show, I decided to check it out on Adult Swim and to possible do a little catch-up. It starts off good. You know, Rick and Morty's a good show.
Yeah.
It's currently number 7 on the greatest shows of all time.
Very high.
On IMDb. He says, the show started off great. Then I started to notice something about the show's message, and that the message is very anti-capitalist, anti-conservatism, pro-big government, anti-family, and anti-American.
Okay.
So, right off the bat, this escalates real weirdly. Yeah, the show's protagonist, Rick, is a super capitalist, and he's certainly anti-government.
Fuck the government.
So he's not pro-big government. He's always talking about how much he hates government.
I'm the Rick, and so were the rest of you before you formed this stupid alliance. You wanted to be safe from the government, so you became a stupid government. That makes every Rick here less Rick than me.
Yeah.
The intergalactic government is even featured as villains in many of the episodes. Anti-family? Sure, maybe. I mean, there is a good nuclear family in the show that stays together, so it is pro-family. But if you're saying like it's not the type of thing that would be on ABC Family or something,
I don't know. I mean, I would assume it's something similar to something that would be on ABC Family. I mean, or maybe even like, I mean, it's like, it's the classic setup of, the father-in-law is like, I hate you, or whatever. Or it's usually the mother-in-law that's like, I hate you, you're such a dumb idiot.
Yeah, you got a dad with a chair, you got a mom, you got 2 kids, and you got a grandpa.
Yeah, and you got the grandpa.
It's the classic Munsters.
And the grandpa rails on the father because he's, bad father.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot, he's a bad father. But I mean, that's like I said, I think that's kind of a standard trope of TV series a lot of times, especially sitcoms. Now, granted, they take it to the limit because it's, Adult Swim.
Yeah.
They like to push the envelope a bit.
Yeah, but if you're going to say that it may be because it's got curse words in it or whatever, maybe you shouldn't be watching Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be watching the show.
So he says, the thought of them bashing capitalism makes me laugh. The reason why I laugh is due to the fact that the creators of this show are making a killing by utilizing the very freedom that capitalism provides. They created a product that people may want, and they are making tons of money off of it. I'm not bashing them for making money off their product. I'm bashing them for assaulting the very system that gives them the freedom to do so. So this guy's written like a whole think piece.
Yeah, he's really looking into the show more than there needs to be. But I do have a quick question. The voice that you're doing, is that it kind of started out Rush Limbaugh, but now it kind of sounds like Worf from Star Trek.
It's
prune juice.
Warriors drink.
Actually a 3-voice medley between Rush Limbaugh, Worf, and Alex Jones.
Okay, yeah, I hear the Alex Jones.
She is a demon. She is an abject, psychopathic demon from hell that as soon as she gets into power is going to try to destroy the planet.
So the creators of the show actually tweeted about this review. Justin Roiland tweeted, "Oh no, the jig is up. And Dan Harmon tweeted, "Sadly, Rick is an unregulated arms dealer whose lethal car literally runs on unpaid aliens. I think that guy walked out on his own wet dream." After I realized the fact that the writers of the show are desperately force-feeding us left-wing Marxist propaganda, the show seemed very unimaginative, very weak, and created to entertain the useful idiots of society. Which, that sentence doesn't make sense. But I feel like this guy is basically like the crazy SJW, but like on the opposite side of the spectrum. Where like a social justice warrior will like call whatever they don't like sexism or whatever.
Yeah, call it sexist, racist. Whatever.
And this guy will call like, if he didn't like it, he'll be like, that was left-wing Marxism.
Yeah.
He says, "It's very unfortunate because the artwork is great and the characters have so much potential to be great that I have to give it 1 star." It's giving it 1 star, at least. Give it 1 star for the art and the characters. "I would not suggest this show on the basis that it's chock full of fascist, Marxist, socialist propaganda."
But wait, if he likes the characters, then why is he mad at Rick?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, he's just like, left-wing, socialist propaganda, Marxist, fascism. This dude, he just throws out these random words. He doesn't seem to really know what they mean.
Yeah, he's just like, Marxism, fascism, socialism, communism.
And I love it how he's throwing all these out, and he has like, he says nothing about like, give me like an example of like what in the show made you like write this. Earlier in this review somewhere, I missed it, I can't remember when I said it, it was somewhere in all this bullshit. But he says something about like how they rewrite history on the show. And there's not one moment in history that I can think of that they've like rewritten.
Yeah,
because
they don't go back in
time. I think this
Go
dude
through
was
different
watching like
universes.
Doctor Who and
Maybe he
and
thought
mistook
Doctor
it.
Who was Rick and Morty.
The only thing I can think of is like maybe that there's like one scene where they go to the world where the hamsters are coming out everybody's butts, and there's like the scene where the hamsters are coming out of people's butts and they're holding up the flag like that classic thing. Maybe that's Marxist? I don't know. Maybe it means like Groucho Marx.
Yeah.
If you're
It's
talking like
Groucho
classic
Marx.
comedy Groucho Marxist, then I think that's what you're going for. The world needs to stop being so stupid. This has been Review and Reviews. I'm Jackson, and this is my co-host Holden.
Yep.